Good morning, and what a good morning it is. We are back for the daily show, the Locked In with the Boys podcast. My name is jakegagain, alongside my co-host Rodney Sorensen. He's still up in the mountains doing some mountain shit, snowboarding, skiing. Looks cold up there. Got the loafy hoodie on. I like that. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a crazy snowstorm here coming in the next couple of days. Inflation increasing. But Jake, doesn't really matter. Bitcoin's dumping, but it doesn't matter when you're in meme coins, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't. What's up, Numero? I see him in here. Saw him in the Telegram not too long ago. It really doesn't. I mean, especially with like meme coin tradings, what's hot. You know, a lot of people I talk to, they don't even hold Bitcoin. They don't even hold Solana. They don't even hold ETH. They buy Solana. They buy meme coins. They buy BNB. They buy meme coins. And obviously, the title of this stream is that BNB meme coins are going parabolic, which they are. I think that we're at the precipice, Rodney, the very beginning of what's going to be a beautiful BNB meme coin cycle. We did find one runner, which I think is going to be the top BNB meme coin. It's pumping right now. I don't even think it's getting started. We'll talk about Captain BNB in just a second. I did sleep, Rodney. When we did this stream yesterday, I was on 0 hours of sleep.
Crazy.
Because I was helping Captain BNB and supporting it. And last night I got 8 hours. And guess what? I sleep well at night holding BNB meme coins. I love you too, wee man. Yeah, I go in the Captain BNB Telegram. They all like me a lot. Okay, I'll say that because the token was about maybe 20 minutes away from dying. I don't think many people realize that. The token was maybe 20 minutes away from, I mean, it was down 80%. The Telegram morale was literally like people were just in there dying. Like the token was dead. And we as a community, I don't want to take credit for anything. I'm just a guy on Twitter. We as a community ran that shit up to all-time highs. BNB Chain's tweeting about it. We had a big BitGet listing this morning. Andrew Tate's tweeting about it. Alex Becker is flirting with Captain BNB. And now I think it's near 60 million, something like that. And like I said, Rodney, it's just getting started. It's just getting started.
Yeah, BNB craze starting to pick up. It looks like BNB is getting close to flipping Solana. Phantom's down. It looked like BNB Chain just reposted some sort of pump fund equivalent. And to be honest, I think a lot of these chains realize like the importance of meme coins and the hype they bring to their chain, because the reason why Solana recovered so crazy and hit all-time highs was because of, meme coins. So I think that BNB is looking at that and maybe they want to get in on that. And it does feel good to get on a massive BNB runner that hasn't got the listing like TST or other meme coins have gotten just yet.
Yeah, I don't hype stuff up. Like I said, like you've known me for a long time. People have been following me. I'm not going to be like, Captain BNB will get a Binance listing, but
we hope it does.
If someone asks me, Jake, do you think Captain BNB will get a Binance listing? There's not a fucking doubt in my mind. There's not a doubt in my mind. But let's get into the show, guys. If you are watching this on X, make sure to retweet this. Weeman says Captain BNB is Jake. We'll be always remembering that. Yeah, I mean, dude, I like this one too. Honestly, the reason I like Captain BB so much is because it's a true CTO. Like the developer, whoever that guy is, he's like, I mean, he probably launches a bunch of meme coins, but he sold it like $600K. I don't know what he made. He probably made like $10,000, $20,000. What's up, Moon Daddy? But this is a true CTO. Literally, like it's a group of people who invested in the project, took it over. They got the DEX tools up. They got the DEX screener. They built the website. They built a Twitter account. And it's a true CTO, which I think is very, very beautiful. But let's get into it, guys. If you are watching it, make sure to retweet this, guys. Very, very fun show today. We're going to be taking a look at BNB, all the updates. And I do believe that BNB will flip Solana again. Let's take a look. But Bitcoin, $95,300 today. ETH, 2,600. We had like a little dip for an hour. We're back up on the hour. Some FUD with Jerome Powell and inflation. I'm sure Rodney will get into that in a little bit of a news piece. XRP is at $239. Solana is at $190, and BNB, it flipped it. Look at the market caps.
Game over, baby.
Oh, I got to tweet that. Sorry, Roddy, take over. Tell us why it's bullish. I have to tweet that right now.
Obviously, BNB flipping Solana is huge. Obviously, BNB has been ahead of Solana for quite some time. Remember, back in 2022, the biggest dump, I think, out of like the main cryptos, except for the ones that went like non-existent kaput, was Terra Luna, obviously FTX and a few others. BNB held strong. and Solana went down to $8. Now, obviously, the meme coin craze kicked in, started with Bonk, did some crazy things. Pump Fund really helped pump Solana, and really Solana and BNB were like some of the only altcoins that hit all-time highs, while the rest of the altcoin market is kind of lagging behind. But BNB, I think, really showed its strength. Why? Because it's more than just a chain, right? It started off as a decentralized exchange, ERC20 token. We have a little bit of history we can get into a little later. I got some history up, some CZ history, some Binance history, how much it ICO'd at, and those sorts of things. But BNB has been kind of bulletproof. I mean, it survived so much FUD, massive fines, main developer going to jail, coming to the United States, face the music, not retiring, stepping out of his role as the CEO, and now kind of an advisor for the project, bro, while Richard Tang kind of takes the reins over. But yeah, I mean, BNB looking strong, and it looks like the hype is coming towards BNB. Now, here's the thing, Jake. Here's the thing. Solana's had this issue. Phantom's down. Solana can't handle a Trump token, launching, and Melania launching in like a span of 48 hours. It brought the network down. Can BNB chain, which they're having a space at 9, I believe. I saw Jake tweet about it, or a comment on it. Can they handle? Are they scalable enough? You know, that's the big issue. Can they handle the volume that Solana is getting? Because Solana's had a lot of volume, so we'll see. But I've always said that Solana's outages and the fact that it's known for the G chain could be its demise. But Solana,
I think so. I mean, like most investors, sure, you might find some runners on Solana, but most investors, myself included, like, dude, I slept 8 hours last night. I have a fake post on your X account. Yeah, there's probably fakes everywhere. Telegram, Instagram, everywhere. No. I mean, I could go in and block it. They're going to create a new one. Don't click links. I'm never going to DM you. Like, yeah, I would spend instead of bull posting BNB, I would spend the best days of my hours blocking people, blocking fake accounts. What was I on? Solana. What was I talking about?
Yeah, you were just making a post about BNB overtaking Solana, and then
it'll come back to me. But anyways, guys, I just posted this. So BNB flip Solana. I know what I was saying. Like most investors, myself included, we want to go to sleep at night and wake up to more gains, or like a little loss, a little pump, whatever. It's fine, holding the same. But on Solana, you might be able to find a runner, Rodney. But like, how many times have you went to bed, like a token's up 1,000%, you went to bed and it's at 0? Like, it happened like 3 times last week. Most investors don't want that. I went to bed last night. Captain BNB was at a $20 million market cap, something like that. I wake up today, it's at 61 million. Andrew Tate tweets about it. Like, so you can choose your chains wisely. For me personally, Roddy, I'm choosing BNB. I think it's going to be a top chain. We're going to get into what CZ Binance said. But guys, I just tweeted this out. Go rate it if you are watching this here. Go give a retweet. BNB has officially flipped Solana. This is massive news for all BNB meme coins and the entire BNB ecosystem. And the reason this happened, guys, while Solana's taking a little dip, and hopefully CoinMarketCap can update it, you would think they'd be on it first because Binance actually owns. There you go. It's official. BNB has flipped Solana, and it's running. But the reason why is because, dude, people are buying BNB to buy BNB meme coins.
Yep.
People are buying BNB to buy BNB meme coins. And so many people are selling their Solana and migrating over from Solana. I love Solana, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Solana. I hold Solana. It's one of my biggest holdings. I love Solana meme coins. I'm in there to trade. But as an investor, right, I'm not a day trader. I'm not a 2-hour trader. I'm an investor. I'm trying to find really good meme coins with a great narrative at a low market cap, like we did with Captain BNB. First one to call it in Twitter. The receipts are there at a $1 million market cap. And I want to sleep and I want to wake up to a 65x, 100x, 1000x, maybe even a 10,000x, Rodney. We're going to get into Captain BNB, talk about why it's so bullish. But first, let's get into the rest of the crypto market. So everything's down. Cardano, 76 cents. Tron, 25 cents. Chainlink down. Everything's kind of holding here. For me, still, I know we just had some bearish news. A lot of these are still buy opportunities for me. SWE at $3 for me is still a buy opportunity, in my opinion. And I know we have a lot of new people in here, guys. We already have 3,500 people on the stream. We just started. Ronnie and I will never tell you to buy anything, to sell anything. Personally, we don't care. What we do is we find good projects that we like. We don't have a paid Telegram group. We don't have a cabal. We don't have insiders. And we share it with our audience who supports us. So when we go through these and say these are good buy levels, for me, SWE at $3 is a buy for me. I think SWE will be trading above $20, maybe even $30. Not this cycle, probably, Rodney, but maybe next cycle or in the future. How's Pepe holding up? Number 30, 3.8 billion. How's Trump holding up? That might be my worst trade. Oh, fuck. That might be my worst trade of the entire cycle, guys. I got in early. I did rule number one. I never do. I got in early, like 24 minutes after he launched his tweet. I didn't ape with too much size because we thought it was a scam. Made good money. It pumped to 15 billion. It came down to like 8, 7 billion. And for some reason, I think I was drunk, I was drinking a lot of margaritas in New York. I decided to put like a substantial amount into Trump, and I took a fat loss. But that's a beautiful thing. And I gave up. Remember last week? I don't know if I was talking to you or Mike. I was like, I'm out of the trenches. I'm retiring. And I was like, oh, wait, the only way to make it back is to find good plays, right? Good plays. So the meme coin space is wild, guys. It's unforgiving. But if you find good plays, you can make it right. And that's why Captain BNB was there. I was one of the first one to be on your call in X and been awake till now, pushing hard. Are you still awake? That was 2 days ago. Thanks, buddy. You're going to be a top holder for a long time. Oh, you got a lot of money. So you're very grateful. Yeah, that's my goal, man. My goal, Rodney, is, one of my biggest goals is to make my followers as much money as possible. And I've done it quite a bit, right? I called SHIB at 100 million, called Saitama under 3 million. It ran to 7 billion. Called SHIB under 100 million, ran to 49 billion. Called Pepe under 100 million, ran to 11 billion. Called Captain B at 1 million. And who knows where it can run. But I do, like I said, I don't want to give price targets, but I do believe that this is, should I even say it? I think I can say it. I do believe it's $1 billion meme coin. I really do. The fact that BNB Chain's tweeting about it, the fact that the Tate brothers are talking about it, the fact that Alex Becker's putting the eye emojis, the fact that BNB meme season is literally starting right now. I know it might sound crazy because we're at a right around a $60 billion market cap right now. I know it might sound crazy to say billions, but WIF ran to 5 billion. Bonk ran to 5 billion. Pepe ran to 11 billion. Like I watched all these tokens rise, and I'm actually more confident in Captain BNB. Call me crazy. I'm actually more confident in what we got going with Captain BNB right now.
Yeah, well, it feels like, the BNB chain, like the meme coins on BNB are kind of unique. Remember, we don't have any BNB runners in the top 10. We just don't. We haven't in a while. And, BNB, obviously, our Binance exists as an exchange, and that's why the coin has been doing so well, because it's the best exchange in the world. I wouldn't say best, but it's the most dominant exchange in the world, and led by one of the most, I think, iconic crypto people in the space with Four, and just him dealing with the Department of Justice, the United States, and those sorts of things. And you have to understand that, when it comes to just like the meta in crypto and the way people think, sometimes we saw a little bit with Tron, we saw a little bit with Base. Obviously, they're a little smaller, you could say, with their reach, but people, I think that Solana kind of has gotten a bad rap over the last year, even though I think Solana is going to be fine. I think Trump's going to be fine. I think all your major Solana meme coins are going to be fine. But I'm guessing that a lot of people are looking for alternatives, and BNB is kind of similar, right? It has that name value. It's been in the space for a while. It's not a new chain. It's cheap. It's fast. You know what I mean? So it could be the next wave. It could be the next, layer one that does some pretty crazy things in here. And you're always looking for the first one, right? The first meme coins to kind of establish itself, like Bonk, like WIF, right? The first kind of runners, and those ones kind of just last forever. So pretty bullish. Tate brothers talking about it. I'm not sure if that's bullish or bearish, because those guys are pretty bearish, but obviously Alex Becker mentioning it.
Good reach though. It's good reach, and it shows you just them tweeting about it. If they got in early, but him tweeting about it at a $40 million market cap, it doesn't scare me that much. Tristan Tate, on the other hand, retweeted at $1 million. He's probably got a nice bag, and who knows? You don't really know, but it is bullish. Here's a good tweet here from Sin Rappel. How do I buy this Captain BNB? A good comment here. Well, our good friend Rodney, he actually made a video yesterday, maybe one of the best videos I've seen in a long time, guys. It is here. I'm going to retweet it again. 71,000 views. Holy shit. I'm going to retweet it again, guys. Is it pinned to your profile?
It is pinned to my profile, yeah.
All right. I'm going to repost it again, but let's also go to his profile, guys. If you're watching this, at Crypto Journeys.
Yeah.
And follow him, and it's pinned to his profile. This is a great video of how to actually buy any BNB meme coin using Sol, right? Swap your Sol to BNB.
You can swap anything to BNB. Yeah. That's why I did the video like this, because there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. You can swap Tron, Bitcoin, whatever.
So go watch that, guy. Share it with some friends. Because that was the number one comment. Everyone was watching my post on Twitter, and they're like, how do I buy it? How do I buy it? And I'm like, I'm just not the guy for that. Rodney's the guy for that. He's going to make a good video. You made a great video. I just retweeted again, or you can go to his page and check it out. But yeah, just the growth of Captain BNB, Rodney. There's not much else to say, right? I mean, this token launched. It went from 1 million. It teleported to $30 million, right? And then we had a lot of Solana Jeets. There were a lot of Solana Jeets in here that dumped it. It went down, to 20 million, 15 million. And then some whale sold 2% of the supply at a $15 million market cap, and it wicked down to 6, right? And I was in the shower, bro. I come out of the shower. I was chilling. It was like 4 a.m. I was in the shower. I come out and everybody's like freaking out in the Telegram. And I'm like, everybody's like, Jake's selling, Jake's selling. I'm like, first off, I would not sell this range. I was in the shower. It's fucking 4 a.m. Leave me alone. And for some reason, I took this as an offensively. I was like, this whale just sold $200,000, which is a lot of money. He made 200K. But I was like Michael Jordan. I was like, I'm going to make him regret that. That's what I was saying. I'm going to make this dude regret that for the rest of his life, because his $200,000 could be worth $20 million if this thing goes on an absolute run. And I did. I started bull posting. I've never bull posted like that in my fucking life. Didn't sleep. And I had the fire. I was like, I am going to make this one whale regret this decision for the rest of his fucking life. Chart started running. We got a nice recovery. The BNB chain tweeted about it right here, which shot it up to about 20 million. You know, some people took profits, a little Solana behavior, ran up to 35 million. Some people took profits, and now we're at a $60 million market cap for Captain BNB, Roddy. And I want to share some updates. The Twitter team just posted this. In 36 hours,
Not bad.
7,500 holders. I think it's almost 8,000. 57 million all-time high. I think it's actually like 67 actually right now. $27 million in volume, which is insane. Trending on X worldwide, listed on BitGet, which if you don't know what BitGet is, it's one of the largest exchanges. I got to give them a follow. In China, in Asia, one of the largest exchanges in Asia. MEXC, LBank, WeX as well. And the beautiful thing is, like, all of these were free. BitGet probably charges $200,000. They listed this token for free. Charts looking insanely fucking bullish. Like, I don't know if I've seen a more bullish chart, because you want a token to trade sideways and up, right? You want that like steady, constant growth. This is kind of crazy. This growth right here, like this is almost a moon mission rate to 100 million, right? And we probably will see some sort of a correction, which you almost want that. You see, like this is like a healthy climb, straight up, healthy climb. Like we're on a moon mission. But like I said, if this token gets listed on an exchange like Binance, it's going to teleport to the hundreds of millions. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 500 million after a Binance listing.
Yeah, if Binance lists it, it definitely, I think they're looking at like the particulars of the token, and I think it just looks good when you think about how decentralized it is. It's funny because like the supply bundle and some of these tokens, it's like not decentralized, but I think it's a good token to list. We'll see if they do it. Hopefully they do, but it seems like obviously, you're leading the charge. The community is rallying around it, and yeah, it looks good. And I remember yesterday it started the stream at 20 million. It dipped down to 13 million on stream, and now it's at 60 plus. It did, yeah.
I don't even look. I would have bought that dip. I got in at 1 million, and I top blasted at 10 mil. Like once it was starting to build, it was at a 10 million all-time high. I put more money into the charts.
Mike
and the coach was here, and he's like, "Dude, that's crazy. Don't do that." I'm like, I think we got a fucking winner. So even if this does dip, like, is my bag packed enough? That's my question, right? Yeah. Is my bag packed enough? Like, if it comes down into the 30 range, I'm aping. Like this token right here. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
we found a lot of gems early, and this is one that you only see really once in a lifetime. And congratulations to everyone that got in. It's still very, very early. Mike said, F Flowers, I'm buying my girl Captain BNB for V-Day. Oh, dude, she's going to be dripping. She's going to be a very, very happy girl if she gets a nice bag of Captain BNB. But look, this is just another example of the virality, right? I always look for virality. People ask me, like, why do you buy a meme coin? Well, first off, BNB Chain tweeted out the actual photo to their 3.7 million followers, and they even named him. And then this morning, we wake up to a Captain BNB good morning tweet from BNB Chain. Seb says, Jake's a genius. I'm not a genius. I've just been in the trenches for 5+ years. I've been in the trenches longer than every single KOL you follow combined. Let that sit in. And then you look at this. You have a Coral app. They have 117,000 followers. I don't know what Coral app is. That exchange? And then BitGet. Look at BitGet. Good morning, Captain. So this is the virality you look for, right? The mind share on X. It happened with Pepe. It's happened with a lot of like the most viral meme coins. And it's also happening with Captain BNB right now. Here you go. Can you still feel your face? Captain Cook for real. Captain BNB shot up 391% after landing on our hot picks list. All right, don't take all the credit here, BitGet. Literally, like, come on, intern. But good tweet though. Explore both hot picks list and BNB. Captain BNB. I will give BitGet credit. They tweeted it out very early, like when it was like on hour 4. They tweeted out the hot BNB pairs, and Captain BNB was on there. Like I said, we had an Andrew Tate tweet last night. Hopefully he can unblock me. But 5,000 retweets, and I'll tweet the Captain BNB meme for the culture. That's bullish for me. I know like his other tokens haven't done well, but he's not in charge of this. Like there is no
It's
developer.
everyone. It's everyone, right? It's like not just him. He's in on.
Yeah,
He's
it's good.
in on
It's marketing. So we love that. I mean, we love this tweet here from Andrew Tate. We just went through some of the milestones. And like I said, guys, I'll read this for everybody on stream just so you can see my conviction and where I'm coming from. But I called SHIB at 100 million. It ran to 45 billion. There's YouTube videos. There's tweets to back it up. I called SHIB at 80 million. It ran to Pepe at 80 million. It ran to 11 billion. There's tweets. There's videos. You can back it up. I call Captain BNB at 1 million this week. I believe it will be one of the best performing meme coins of a cycle. This is the mascot of the BNB chain. You cannot overlook that. BNB and BNB chain is retweeting it and interacting. BNB will be the top chain to trade memes on this year. As you just saw, it just flipped Solana. I don't think Solana is going to flip it again. Fade at your own risk, but I believe that Captain BNB is going much, much higher. Just my personal opinion, not financial advice. But I am holding here, like I said, if it does dip, if I am given a dip to 30, 40, I'll probably put more money in. I think that this is a gem, Rodney. And like you said yesterday on the stream, BNB needs $1 billion meme coin in the top 10.
Yeah, we need to get up there with the big boys. You know, it could be BNB season. I'm really pumped for that. Obviously, a lot of things are working in Binance's favor. We did have, we did realize that, yesterday the SEC was pausing a lot of its cases on a lot of, big crypto companies, and BNB is one of those. And remember, like CZ did like one of the most righteous things you can do, and he's not on the run like Richard Hart. You know what I mean? He faced the music. He served his time. He's a felon. You know what I mean? He's still rich as hell. He has a pretty, amazing story. And I mean, I'm here for it, man. Binance is one of the OGs in the space. Remember, Binance started later than Coinbase and still dominated. 5 years later, and still dominated when it comes to centralized exchange. So why can't they dominate when it comes to having their own layer one? You don't think these guys know what they're doing? They know what they're doing, right? So that's the way I see it. Can they be more scalable than Solana? Are they going to have the outages? I don't think so, because BNB was popping back in 2021 a little bit with SafeMoon and a few other BNB runners. Obviously, SafeMoon went kaput. The devs are, shady, scammy assholes. But the meta now with 0% taxes and just the meme coin craze and everything, I'm looking for BNB to get in here and take some of this market share up, man. And obviously, Captain BNB will do well because of that.
Absolutely. Where can I buy Captain BNB? Go to Rodney's profile at Crypto Journeys RS. And you can find his video. He teaches you how to do so. Hey, not all soul memes are rugs. They're not. But 99% are. And I mean, we just saw like the last 3 weeks speak alone, right? Jelly from 0 to 250 million, Woo! Down to like 5 million today in a night. Like, I want to be able to sleep. I want to be able to buy Jelly, go to 250 million, trade for a little bit, and and then wake up and take profits. And then same thing with fucking the car Central African Republic meme. Like, people made money. I made money.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's not a very, like, the word's longevity. There's not much longevity with meme coins there. Like I said, I slept 8 hours last night.
Yeah.
I got into Captain BNB at 1 million. It was at 20 million. I didn't have any trouble sleeping. I woke up to a text from Mike saying, oh my God, 45 million. Like, I want to be able to sleep well at night. Rodney, this is to answer your question here. You said, how can it be more scalable? Well, they announced some stuff in 2025, BNB chain in 2025, sub-second block finality. 100 million transactions per day. I think that probably answers your scalability question. Gasless transactions, so you're not getting, pillaged like you are in ETH. A smart wallet, AI, memes, developer tools, also DeSci, DPen, RWA, government efficiency, and more. So I think that they are working on scaling it. And another reason, like, there's so many reasons to be bullish on Captain BNB. Another reason is that, like, the BNB team is trying to build this chain. They want to make this the top blockchain to build memes. They're embracing meme culture. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing a space. I don't want to give away too much information, but there might be some big spaces coming up very soon with the Captain BNB community. I don't want to give away too much information, but they're embracing memes, okay? They're embracing memes, which is something that we love. Let's get into some news. Do we have any inflation news? What's going on? Should we be worried about what's going on in the macro markets? Jerome Powell, what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, we got inflation data earlier today. If you want to pull up my screen, I think I might be sharing in one tab. What's his name? Dave Portnoy did crash out. Let me share my entire screen though, because I thought that was interesting, and it just goes to show how much of a noob he kind of is. Which you got to be careful with Dave Portnoy. It seems like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. But obviously, so check this out.
Ripping? It was ripping though. It was 30 million yesterday on stream. Then it went to 100 million. I mean, do I just fucking ape in?
We're not going to talk about Jailstool. Jailstool is doing pretty well, but we'll talk about like just him in general, because he made a big mistake earlier, and we'll talk about. We'll get into that here in a second. We'll go.
Let's get into it. I got to hear this. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, for sure. We'll be unshare this.
Yeah, it was, dude. I might just have to ape the bottom one time for the culture because like there's been so many times, 2 days, 2 streams in a row where it was at 30 million, and I go, do we ape? Like I called the bottom. Remember that 2 days ago? Who was watching the stream? Pull up mine real quick. I got it. It was right here. It was dead, and I go, honestly, dude, do we ape? And now it's back up to fucking 78 mil. So I might have to ape for the culture on Jail Stool, but let's see what Roddy's got for us.
So this is a post from Dave Portnoy. It says, I just tried to dump, and this is under his video. I just tried to dump on someone who sent me Jewel Stool coin because I thought the name was rude, and I pressed the wrong button and dumped on myself.
What does that even mean?
So it's probably a dusting. Remember, dusting tokens were huge back in 2021s where they send you like a malicious token. It usually has like some sort of .com at the end of it. You try to swap it and it'll drain your entire wallet.
Dumped on yourself? I think he probably dumped his bar stool or jail stool.
He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I'm the league leader and wrong button pushed. The trenches ain't for the faint of heart. So remember,
did he buy in? What did he do?
So someone sent him. So people were making tokens from him, and they'll send him his tokens, right? Because that's the way Jail Stool got popular, or maybe not Jail Stool, but other tokens. Like they have his wallet, they'll send him tokens because they want him to pump their own projects, right? Everybody does that. And he sold it, and I guess it wrecked his entire wallet. But this is what he had to say:
the nice coins, the names that are nice to me. I haven't figured out my thought process on whether I would get involved in those. Buy some, sell some. I don't want them to think they're actually my coins. Now, when you call me a nasty name, a mean name, I'm much more like, well, I can dump on this guy. So flash forward to yesterday, like Dave Jew Toy what was it? Jew. They called me a Jew, like Jew Stool Sports or something. I'm like, oh, that's a rude name. I'm going to dump on this guy. So I buy something, skyrockets. I think I was up like 60 grand. On 3 or 4 investment. So I'm like, fuck this guy calling me a Jew. It's probably Kanye. So I try to dump, and in Pump Wallet, they go back and forth. Like they reset. So instead of dumping, I put all my Solana into it, lost like 160 grand.
Here's the thing. How the fuck do you do how do you do that? I mean, I know how you do it, but it just goes to show like that's like rookie shit. You know what I mean? So just be careful. Let's continue.
In a blink. If you've been following me on DDTG since I started this shit, and of all people, the Jew Stool guy got me. If you've been starting this shit, following me in DDTG, I don't know, since I was handing out newspapers, through anything, I'll do that a lot. I'm going to fuck up in high-speed technical atmospheres. I think I'm buying 1 million of Amazon. I'm selling 1 million of Amazon. I'm going to have those mistakes. People are like, oh, Dave fat-fingered. Yeah, that's what I do. And you move on, and that's part of the trenches.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's winging it, bro.
He has no idea what he's doing at the end
of
the day.
No idea.
So he bought. He tried to sell, he bought.
I think so. It seems like, but obviously you'd have to like max out all your Solana to buy the Jewel Stool, and then obviously somebody dumped before him. So did you accidentally just ape all your Solana, or you know what I mean? It's never going to interact with random tokens that people send you unless you plug them into like a soul scanner or something like that. But the dusting tokens are pretty like obvious. They have like they have like a website attached to them usually, So interesting. I didn't know he was Jewish, by the way, but
everyone is. I mean, Jake Paul and Logan Paul are now Jewish. Aiden Ross. I knew Aiden Ross, but Jake Paul's Jewish. I'm like, what? Everyone's Jewish. I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
And, Dave Portnoy, yeah, he's Jewish. But yeah, he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like I said, we should have bought in at 30 million. Not because I think that Jail Stool is the future, but I was like, when you go to 250 million, you're down to 30 million, everyone gives up. Like sometimes if Dave Portnoy is going to keep pushing it, it's a good time to buy. Now it's at 76 million. I mean, David Goshchein's pushing it to his 700,000 million followers. And it could run, but yeah, I'm not owning it right now until Dave Portnoy shows us he knows what he's doing in the crypto space, which has not been done quite yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you want to get into inflation news because it is affecting the broader cryptocurrency market. It's kind of boring. A lot of people don't really care about this, but it's good to care about it. If the BNB meme coins, like Jake and I, we've been talking about since the beginning, like it's okay to be in like crypto in general, like Bitcoin and these big boring cryptos, which I think you should be heavily in. But this news doesn't really affect us too much. So we did get this news. So U.S. inflation rises to 3%, higher than expectations. So inflation, we still haven't got it under control. It's a big deal. 2% is healthy inflation. Donald Trump's freaking out, pretty much saying that, it's due to Biden, which obviously, if you inherit the last administration, things that you get now are, but we do have to understand that the last administration did do well in inflation, getting it down from 9% to 3%. But President Trump says interest rates should be lowered, which I thought was interesting. So maybe, and I think that what they're trying to do is trying to clean up all the government spending, which would help, right? Because we're in massive amount of debt. And maybe, Jerome Powell's not doing what Donald Trump wants, which is interesting. But check this out. So Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the Federal Reserve won't block banks from serving illegal crypto customers. So both for the crypto space, all in all. But you guys should keep in mind that if you think about like Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market, like pretty much all the regular boring macroeconomic news is going to affect the market. But that's why we love meme coin, because it doesn't fucking matter what's going on in the broader market. There's always some senders for us to kind of get into. And I thought this is pretty funny. Someone put up a picture of Black Trump here. Which, what are we?
Winners are going to win regardless. Yeah. Most of my meme coins are down, but when you find something hot that has the attention that it does, like Captain BNB or maybe even TST on Binance, it's going to send regardless. Like you can send, how many meme coins sent to the billions of dollar market cap on Solana back in 2023 when Bitcoin was at 20K? Like, so you can have winners still running on a daily basis, which is why we do like meme coins. And like I said, most people in the trenches don't really care about, they don't really care about the top tokens and what's happening with macro. They're trying to make money. Here's one more that I wanted to share. Go ahead and pull up my screen if you can. Oh, there. Good morning, crypto Twitter. Who is this? Dirk? Dirk's got 1,000 followers, which is funny, which is good. Good morning, crypto Twitter. BNB chain is killing it. Captain BNB coded. Alex Becker. Dropping the eyes.
Yeah.
Dropping the eyes. Your Pop quote tweeted that and said, Alex Becker eyeing, let's go, which is eyeing is different than buying, right? I mean, they sound similar.
Yeah.
But he says, this wasn't me confirming I was buying, just acknowledging the coin. Dur found a cool coin. Please don't use it as such. Rodney, you think he bought in or no?
Hell yeah, baby.
Why are you putting eyes? Like, I don't really put, like, if I saw a token mooning on X, I'm not going to put eyes. Like, I'm probably going to buy in, put eyes, and then people are like, did he buy? Did not buy? Don't know if he bought. I mean, it's obviously it'd be good if he held, but at the end of the day, the fact that he put eyes like on day two, we're not even on day two in this token. Andrew Tate, Alex Becker, BNB chain, like everyone's tweeting about it. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, he's acted like he's not Alex Becker. Like me putting eyes on something is not going to get a lot of attention. Yeah. Like, nigga, it's like when the whole Mr. Beast situation, Mr. Beast got in some trouble for some crypto products that he promoted, and then he like replied to some, and he's like, I was just replying to things. It's like, dude, you're Mr. Beast. Like, it doesn't matter what you think, your account interacting with anything for anything is going to pump it because of who you are. So Alex Becker knows he's not stupid, right? He knows what's up, but obviously maybe for legal reasons or whatever reasons, he's not saying that.
For clarification, but
I would say he bought some.
I think he just maybe he didn't buy. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's tweeting about it.
Exactly.
Go ahead and pull us up. Let's look at the top meme coins here, Rodney. See how we are doing today. Dogecoin 37 billion, SHIB right around 10 billion, Pepe 4 billion. Trump taking a hit. I don't even guys. I was bull posting Trump. I bought in at an $8 billion market cap. I don't even know how bullish I am anymore. That's usually a good sign to buy. Like, I wish I didn't buy in at 8 billion. I would probably put more money in here. I still think it does well, but yeah, obviously a harder hold. Bonk is at 1.3 billion. So only 5 meme coins in $1 billion market cap again. Floki 876 million. Official Melania. I don't even know how that's still holding on. 600 million. SPX 600 million. So meme coins are getting slaughtered today. Most meme coins, I should say. Brett 410 million. Damn, that fucking. I'm still hopeful for Brett recovery, I should say.
Sure, yeah.
Mog 310 million. Giga Chad 285 million. Jesus. Meme coins are getting slaughtered. That's what you have to say. At least ETH and Sol meme coins are getting slaughtered, Rodney. BNB meme coins, on the other hand, are looking pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to pull up my screen real quick. So BNB chain, are they doing their own pump fund now? Create a token and fund and support impactful causes, events, or people. Entry starts at just $1.
What is this?
It's called Impact. So one pump season, February 12th. It's time on BNB chain. It's called Impact Fund. More than
today. What is $1? You put in $1 and what happens?
I guess you can launch a token for $1. It's pretty much what they're saying.
I already have 4.meme, which I like. 4.meme is a good platform where it's only fair launches. There's no bundled supplies.
Yeah.
Do I think that they need a pump fund on BNB? I don't. Impact.fund, but I guess like the more tokens, the more volume, the better. But once again, I don't know. I don't know about this one as of now, right? This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
As of now, I don't know about it, but how do you feel about it?
Hey, whatever. I mean, obviously, it depends, right? Because BNB is the OG G chain. It was known for that in 2021. Everybody was calling shit in their Telegram. Shout out to Caesar Calls, that fucking weirdo. He was big on BNB, except for like really Safe Moon, which eventually rugged. Like we saw BNB as just straight rugs. I remember that in 2021. It was like a big thing. You dealt with Ethereum gas prices, you dealt with Ethereum fees, you dealt with how slow Ethereum was because BNB was known as a G chain. Obviously, Solana is known as a G chain now. And I think they see it as an opportunity to just make their own protocol and make more money, because Pump Fund, insane revenue, 27 million in 7 days, or 23 million in 7 days. Like, that's a lot of money. I just think they're capitalizing on a situation, and they're obviously promoting that impact fund or whatever that website is. So I think it's fine.
Don't hate it. Don't love it. Probably good. Probably end up bad. Like, the rich will get richer, but I do like 4Meme. 4Meme is literally a fair launch platform. You can't bundle anything. It can't be a honeypot. So like, when you buy something off 4Meme, it's not guaranteed that it's going to do well, but at least it's not a scam, right? And I do like that. I will tell you what, because I think 4Meme, like when they launch, they actually get the liquidity. Like, they get a portion of the liquidity, like the share from the token volume. So when you get runners on there, like whoever owns 4Meme is making a lot of money. I'll tell you that much. Off Test, off Captain BNB, it's making a lot of money. Trump keeps going lower. Yeah, I mean, Rodney makes a good point, though. Like, all meme coins are down significantly.
Mhm.
If you are betting on the meme coin space to recover, well, then Trump under a $3 billion market cap, not saying it will recover. It could be good. Launch of new launch pads coming up. Yes. Do you think we're going to get more BNB runners?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, it's one of those things where, it's hard to tell. You got to take, if you want like the 1,000Xs, you really have to take a chance on some of these tokens under a $10 million market cap size, those sorts of things. And usually, like, when you get the good runners, that maybe can last like longer than you think. I mean, you find them like 50 million, 100 million, and they hit multi-billion-dollar market cap sizes. Now, we don't have any like other BNB meme coins to kind of reference, except for TST, and now maybe Captain BNB, that actually can hit those numbers. But I think we'll definitely get some more runners. It's just going to be hard to find them. And part of the game is, 9 times out of 10 you lose, but when you win big. And that's what we're seeing with Captain BNB. But there will for sure be more runners.
Yeah, here's the test token as well. Don't own any. Like I said, guys, so I retired from the trenches because I got wrecked too many times. I was done. I'm like, I'm gonna gamble my net worth away. I'm gonna be so dumb. I'm gonna be that guy that you hear like they talk about, like, did well in crypto and gambled it all away. So I took a break. I saw test here. Your pop tweeted about it at like 2 million because CZ tweeted about it, right? I saw test here, and let's just dive into this. Let me give you guys a brief introduction. So look at this chart for a second. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can just kind of see what happened. So I saw test. Where's the launch? It's going to be crazy for you guys to see. Like, this is early on. This is day one, right? So I ran to like 500K, kind of dumped down. CZ Binance tweets about it, goes up to $20 million markup. I saw the 2 million. I could have aped it. I'm like, nope. It was on a weekend. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to ape. I'm taking some time off. Ran up to $20 million markup. Saw that. Came back down, I think, like to 10. And then it just teleported. So it kept climbing back up to 20 mil. And then what you're going to see here is the Binance listing right here that sent this thing to a $500+ million markup. You know how crazy that is, Rodney? $500 million. That doesn't happen on chains like Solana. $500 million because of a Binance listing. So the Binance listing still does hold a lot of weight. Yeah. And after this, I mean, you can expect to see people sell, right? Everyone's going to take profits. I mean, if Captain BNB gets listed on Binance, I don't even know if I'll take profits. I think majority of people probably should if you need it, but it's going to have a massive pump. You'll probably see some sort of a correction. But if you believe in the project long term, you understand that a Binance listing is good for a project. Test token, still at $175 million market cap. That's incredible. $175 million is very, very bullish, even after 500. And now they have to work to keep building. But if I had to choose one, ladies and gentlemen, between Test and Captain BNB, and you can choose both, I'm choosing Captain BNB. I like the narrative test, right? It was launched as a joke. It was a test. They tried to delete it. The Degens picked it up. Now they sent it to 500 million. It's on Binance. But it's hard to fade the mascot of the BNB chain, right? Like, it's not just like, oh, we launched by accident. It's like, no. BNB chain tweeted about this. They named it Captain BNB. Andrew Tate, Alex Becker, all these listings for free. True CTO. Even if it does get a Binance listing, it will probably pump to the hundreds of millions, maybe even 500 million. It might come down a little bit, but I think the narrative is so strong that it could be a $1 billion sender. And I think Binance does need a $1 billion sender, but it's just part of the game. Just the same way that it went from 30 million down to 6 and everybody freaked out. You're going to go up, you're going to go down, you're going to go up, you're going to go down. But there are a lot of big whales. They even saw Eric Stevens. Let me see if I can find his tweet here. Eric Stevens, very big whale. I was shilling it to him on his comments at 1 million, but I woke up to this tweet 7 hours ago. Looks like at 4 a.m. Yep. He entered the chat with Captain BNB. Very, very big whale as well. Anytime that you got whales, and Eric came on our space, right? I talked to him in person. I don't want to tell too much of what we talked about off screen, but he did come on our space, so I can say this. And he puts millions of dollars into tokens, which is wild. Like he's in it to make a lot of money and it's to buy the right tokens. But doesn't this just feel right? Captain BNB, fucking the iconic mascot, man.
All we need is for fucking CZ to repost him in a captain suit. Boy, let me tell you, you know what I mean? It would go absolutely insane. And yeah, I did see CZ tweet because someone did post, and I have the post pulled up here. And I think I'm sharing my screen still. Let me see right here. Let me go to CZ.
Well, he's seen it. Let me just show you this. He's seen it because first off, he follows me on Twitter. I've tagged him a couple times. But he says, heard of BNB chain upgrade is in the works. More details to follow soon. My comment was the top comment, right? Did the captain make the upgrades again? If so, it's going to be bullish. They got 20,000 views, which is pretty good. And you can see there's some other people that comment. Like he responded to a couple. Where did he respond? Maybe it's a different post. Maybe it's this post. Yeah, right here. So like this one right here. Binance was saved by Captain BNB. 7,000 views, right? Top comment. Mm-hmm. And he responded to other ones. So he saw this. He saw this. There's no doubt. He saw this.
For sure.
Top comment. He definitely saw it. Didn't respond yet, which is all good. But I think you're right, Rodney. A CZ Binance tweet goes to the moon. Binance listing. Go to the moon. I wouldn't be surprised if we see other exchanges start to list it too. Like we woke up to a BitGet listing, massive exchange. Crypto.com likes Memecoins right now. They like volume. We'll see what can happen. But the more exchanges, the better, in my opinion.
Yeah,
exchanges.
And he's been replying to a lot of these posts that have been talking about, BNB flipping Solana. And he's like, don't focus on relative ranking. Let's focus on the decentralized applications to build, support. Talked to many interesting founders recently. So much to do. So that's awesome, right? So obviously more decentralized applications like a pump fund or something like that, or like big ones that people will use will obviously be bullish for the BNB chain. So he made another comment. Don't look at relative rankings, focus on building. So he's like, focus on building. You know what's crazy about all this? Richard Tang is the fucking CEO and we don't care, baby. We're all about what CZ said, we poor Richard Tang, you know what I mean? Because a lot of us see CZ as the Binance guy, you know what I mean? Which I'm sure he's more involved than we think he is.
Absolutely. Let's see. What's this? Oh, BNB chain. They're bull posting again.
Yep.
That's a tweet that you just said. Eric Stevens says, Captain BNB is on a tear. Give $1, please, when Binance spot listing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of catalysts, I don't like to sit there and wait for something to happen. I think the most important thing that Captain BNB and the community can do is just to keep building, keep building, keep rating. You're going to get this massive exposure. You're going to see a lot of price variations up, down. But yeah, all it does take is a Binance listing. And I think that this thing would probably send to 500+ million overnight, within a couple hours.
For sure. Yeah.
People are just waiting on that. People want to buy it. The Binance community is so strong. There's so many Chinese whales that absolutely love this project. And I don't know. I've never felt so good. This is think about this. This is like Ethereum having this crazy ass mascot. What would you call it? Like a robot. Let's just say it's like a robot, which is pretty similar. But Ethereum has a robot, and then the Ethereum Foundation is tweeting about that robot. It would go insane, right? Solana, same thing. So this is it's finding a gem. I mean, I don't know if any other BNB tokens can surpass it. At this point, it's hard, unless CZ launches a token himself, it's going to be harder. Binance launches a meme coin themselves, which they already have BNB. It's going to be hard for any BNB memes to beat this narrative. How do you beat the mascot of the BNB chain that they've already acknowledged and already it's theoretically, according to my quant, it's impossible, Rodney.
Yeah, we have an Ethereum bull posting now. You know what I mean? We got to get on some of the craziness because to be honest, Ethereum's kind of been lagging. Let's keep in mind it's still the number 2 largest crypto by market cap size, still big powerhouse, big daddy of the space, tons of layer 2s, maybe a lot of massive institutions using Ethereum to real world assets or whatever, but they're posting, Ethereum is unstoppable and stuff like that. So it's good to see, the craze on other networks push, big OG daddy to start bull posting a little more. And, I like it. But you want to get on a little bit of some Binance history here? A little Binance history lessons for some people?
I would love to.
Yeah. So check this out, guys. So if you guys didn't know, the Binance, so obviously BNB chain started off as a Binance Smart Chain. Remember, BNB started off as an ERC20 token for just an exchange. Then they made their own chain called the Binance Smart Chain. Then they renamed it to the BNB chain, which I thought was interesting. So check this out. The initial coin offering was 15 cents in July 2017. Jay, could you imagine getting in on BNB for 15 cents? So the founding team, 40%. Angel investors got 10% and public sale for 50%. Can I go back in time and buy some of this fucking public sale, which is crazy? So ICO at 15 cents per token. And Binance raised a total of $15 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you could pay at the time because it was an ERC20 token at the time. So you could obviously pay in Ethereum, and Bitcoin is, a part of that. CZ was actually born in China, but migrated to Canada when he was, I believe 12, started a company. Started a company called, I believe it was early career, started a company called, it was a trading one. So he's always been kind of a trading guy. So in 2005, Zhao moved to Shanghai and launched his own business career where he established his first technology startup company called Fusion Systems. And he actually moved out of China to operate, and he moved Binance, the business, out of China because there was like crazy. I remember back in the day, China was not too nice to crypto. And the reasons why crypto dumped in 2021 was because China banned Bitcoin or something.
Can they do it again? Can they ban it again one more time for us?
I don't think they will because they don't want to get left behind because they understand how big crypto is. But
when they ban it, they fucking buy it. China's buying Bitcoin. When you dump it from 60,000 to 30,000 like they did from banning it, and then right after they're like, oh, we accept it now. Like they're flooding the markets for better entry.
Absolutely. Did you know that Zhao invested $500 million through Binance to finance the acquisition of Twitter by Elon Musk? So
I did. Yeah.
So pretty awesome. So a little bit of history for you guys out there, with Binance and whatnot. It started off as a lone ERC20 token, became this, obviously the best centralized exchange in the world by volume. It's not even close. And I think that Binance US that has been getting beat up by the SEC may actually, its stock may grow. Binance is not just one exchange, guys. It's two exchanges, one that serves the United States and one that serves the rest of the world. So pretty bullish on this, Binance in general. And it's nice to know a little bit about your history, especially when the meme coins are pumping.
I agree, man. And I think BNB they're just doing everything right. Whoever runs a Twitter account, doing a very, very good job. Let's just take a look. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Let's take a look at the actual Twitter account and just see, this is what you need to do. If you are a meme coin page, go ahead, pull this up if you can. But you have this right here. You have the good morning tweet, right? Which is the Captain BNB, which is obviously extremely bullish for BNB tokens. And they posted this. Is this the new meta for the BNB chain? BNB intern posting memes on X, BNB community creating CTO meme coins. It might be.
It's good meme.
That might be the new meta. I was looking for a Forrest Gump token on BNB last night. I can't lie. Didn't find it.
In the trenches. It's probably on their Gump token. Someone's going to create it now.
Trenches are good, man. They could be good. They could be bad. Sometimes you get wrecked if you're on Solana, but sometimes you find a winner. And the trenches are good. I mean, this is you're in peak bull run, right? Where there's good meme coins that are some are good, some are bad. But yeah, if you're in the trenches and you find a runner and you ape with size early and you are able to hold with conviction through the ups and downs, you can do very, very well for yourself. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, I think, for a lot of people that are on their stream. Dude, I had someone say that they put 4 BNB into Captain BNB, and it's worth 200,000 right now. They literally turned $800 into 200,000. Anyone can do that. And it's still a $60 million market cap. You know how crazy that is? If that runs to the billions, that would be a 4 BNB trade to $3 million.
Not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. The trenches, there's never a boring day in the trenches. Crypto overall, I think for the average person who's not in the trenches, I think just buying Bitcoin and top altcoins is the way to go. And you could buy Bitcoin. I mean, you could buy BNB, right? It's top altcoin. You could have been buying BNB, but that's why we like crypto, because there's never a boring day. 24/7, 7 days a week, baby. You know what I mean? And
someone's Gump launched on BNB 3 seconds ago. That's crazy.
I'm sure. Yeah, someone's launching it right now. People are watching the show launching shit like that, and they'll probably do well. We'll see. I know Jake wants to buy it right now.
It would probably, I would, and even if like I said, I was looking for that on the stream, I would tell everybody watching, don't buy it. Probably a scam. You gotta also like dig in, like check out the wallets, see how big the distribution is. That's why I like Captain BNB. When I saw it at $1 million, I'm like, wait, no one owns like more than 1%. You know, like, there's no big wallets. So I thought that was good as well. But I saw TST at 200K market cap, but didn't have BNB to ape him. That's why you should have every chain. You should have tokens on every chain. You know.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, you could do it. Just go to Change Now. Change Now. You can send Solana, ETH. Roddy made a good video.
Yeah.
Of how to do it. But yeah, man, I think that you're absolutely right. And it's going to be, the trenches are not for everyone, you know, and they're not every day. Like I literally, bro, look at me. I look like shit. I look tired and I got 8 hours of sleep last night, but I literally I stayed up all night in the trenches. A lot of it was because I had to put the team on my back though and bull post my ass off for the community because I was offended that someone would sell this good of a meme coin and crash it. Some whale literally just cheated, dude. $200,000 in like one or two transactions. And I was like, I got offended. I'm like, we're going to make that guy regret this for the rest of his life. And we're not going to do that until it reaches the multi-billions. I mean, there's no reason. And I'm not saying that this token is going to get there, but there's no reason that Captain BNB can't be a BNB meme coin that reaches the multi-billions. Like I'm not talking 1, I'm not talking 2, I'm not talking 4, 5, 10 billion. Why not? Why not us? All you have to do is believe. If you're watching this, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm bull posting this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I'm
bull posting this for the rest of my life. CZ Binance, I think will he's obviously seen it. He knows about it. Will he tweet about it? I don't think he'll ever tweet about it. Thank you, Flitz. Got my back. I don't think he'll ever tweet about it, but BNB Chain's going to bull post Captain BNB every single day. We're probably going to see more and more listings for Captain BNB. And obviously CZ Binance can say, hey, that's a good meme coin listed on Binance. And if I was a betting man, which obviously I'm a fucking betting man, I'm in the trenches all night. I would bet that we do see a Captain BNB listing maybe as soon as today.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, but I think it's inevitable. And honestly, bro, I'm so long-term. Like even if it does get a Binance listing, I'm going to tweet about it. I might take some profits. I got it at $1 million market cap for Christ's sake, but I'm holding it long-term, man. I don't, you know, if you go up to 500 million, it comes down to 200 million. Sure, you can make money, but I literally saw people change their life and retire forever because they were able to hold. I always tell the story about Crypto Noah just launched a Forrest Gump for me. Nice. I'm not going to buy it. I'm sorry. I would buy it if it was organic, you know. You're welcome, Alex. And I don't ever really, I mean, I tweet about like billion dollar projects, or at least that have been in the billions, MOG, SPX, Brett, like stuff that I really like and believe in. You'll never catch me tweeting about $1 million meme coin. Like, I think that was the first time in 2 years. And because like, it's so easy to get wrecked. But once I confirmed that BNB Chain tweeted it, commented, I go, that is all I need to see.
Yeah.
That is the narrative. That is all I need to see.
Kevin says, why can't I find my Captain BNB to import on MetaMask? You got to go to custom tokens and copy the contract in there and import it. I know MetaMask is a little behind. I honestly like that because you can't see anything and everything that's sent to your wallet, which is probably a good thing, right? So you just got to import it. Not a big deal, but you know, MetaMask is, a lot of people are going to be new to MetaMask, which is crazy for us because we've been using MetaMask for a while because a lot of people use
new to it. People just phantoms.
Yeah. So yeah, you can use Trust Wallet, I suppose, but MetaMask is you got to import your tokens. So you know, if you're like Dave Portnoy and you get a random shitcoin sent to your wallet, you can't see it and then sell it and probably get drained and those sorts of things. But yeah, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
I would say everybody that's watching the stream needs to get at least up to date on BNB. Like open up PancakeSwap, get a wallet. Open up PancakeSwap, get a MetaMask wallet. You know, understand how to get BNB, right? How to buy BNB, and just have some dry powder ready just in case there is another launch. Or if you want to buy Captain BNB on a dip, you can do that as well. If you want to buy tests on a dip, I support all the meme coins. I'll never say like I want a meme coin to do bad. I'll tell you if I'm more bullish on a meme coin or not, right? Which I did earlier today. But ultimately, everybody needs to be affluent in all chains, and I think that BNB is going to be probably the best chain of this cycle because they've already done it. You know, it's not like Tron coming out in 2024 and saying, "Hey, we're launching a meme coin chain," and then just totally abandoning it. Like it's BNB that's had it, and they're like now building and developing and rolling out new updates for it. CZ's all in. BNB chain's all in. So I think that BNB chain is going to be the top chain. And investors like you and I and people on the stream, they don't want to invest in Solana. And, you know, like my friend the other day, he got into the CAR token, CAR, probably got in like 100 million. It ran up to 800 million. He went to bed. It's worth 10 million. Like people don't want that. That only happens on Solana. Like look what happened with Test. Do I still have it pulled up? I do. Look what happened with Test. Test got listed on Binance. First off, tests like CZ tweet still holding around the 20 millions, up to $190 million market cap. A little bit of a pullback. That's expected. You do want a little bit of a pullback, right? You want whales to take profits. You want new people to get in because people are waiting on the sidelines. Even with Captain BNB, if we saw a little pullback, I wouldn't panic. Like I said, if it ever got down to that $30 million range, I would probably put more money in. Like a lot of money. And then the Binance listing, 500 mil, people are buying on the way up. It dipped down. Even to be here at the $183 million range is incredible, right? Like you do want that pullback because in the grand scheme of things, once the markets turn around and you've already hit that $500 million range, you can do it again, right? You can do it again. So yeah, I think that BNB is the chain. There's not as many JEETs on the BNB chain. People are believing, people are holding, people are believing, and people see the vision of what BNB chain is doing, which is beautiful. So we're all finding it early. We're literally finding it on like day 4 or day 5. There will probably be more runners on BNB. There's going to be a top dog, right? Just like you have SHIB, that's a top dog on ETH, but you also have Pepe, right? Like there will be other runners. So I'm not going to be a Captain BNB maxi. I'll both post. I'm not a maxi. If there's another launch that I like on BNB, I'll tweet about it.
Well,
I'm not going to rotate. I'm not going to sell my Captain BNB to put it into the new launch. I'm going to hold my Captain BNB. I'm going to put BNB in. Must be cold in Miami. Rodney wearing his beanie.
I'm in Mammoth, California.
He's in California.
It's cold.
But I do think that there will be more launches, just like Solana. Remember when Solana had like a couple plays, like Whiff, Bonk, Myro, the list goes on and on, like just like multi-$100 million plays. There will probably be like 4 or 5 top dogs on BNB or 4 or 5 winners. And there's going to be one top dog. And if I had to bet today, my answer of who that top dog is.
Yeah, everybody can get it. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be more runners on BNB chain. And I think they're having a space right now to talk about the roadmap, which is great. But any wallet's okay to buy. You can buy in MetaMask, but what I hate about MetaMask, when you use your credit card or debit card, you have to put your information in there, and like no one wants to be KYC'd. So I just recommend swapping it from another, crypto that you have and whatnot. But yeah, most definitely, it's going to do well. I think it's going to do well. So it's already running to 50 million. It survived massive amount of, I wouldn't say FUD, but people selling and those sorts of things. So yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Did you see Trump? Let me see if I can pull this up. Dude, Trump is doing God's work. Remember when we got Brittany Griner back from Russia and we gave away the craziest arms dealer in history? His nickname was like Lord of War or something like that, right? Death of Arms, something crazy. Earlier today, we saw this. This was beautiful. Mark Fogel, who is a teacher who's been in Russia for a couple of years, pull this up. He was just released. Guess what Trump gave up? Guess everything that Trump gave up to get this guy back from Russia.
Crypto founder.
Nothing.
Well, he traded. They did a prison swap for a crypto guy.
No, this is a teacher.
Oh, so it's a different guy. So we sent some crypto guy who, I don't know. We arrested him. We sent him back to Russia.
Oh yeah, Trump gave up no one. Trump gave up no one to get this back. Look at Trump.
Yeah, he just had a call with him. He just had a call with Putin right now, and they discussed a lot of things. He just posted about it right now.
Can we pull it up? Let's see what's going on. Did he post about here or real Donald Trump?
That's the one I wanted to show that video because he goes to show. We can watch it later though. But they're going to be investigating all the people that make these interesting salaries, but end up leaving the government as millionaires, which I thought was fucking fantastic, and has a lot of people shaking in their boots right now, which is interesting. But let me. I'll show you.
I got the tweet right here. Pull this up. I'll read it out. This is from Donald Trump. He says, "I just had a lengthy and highly productive phone call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. We discussed Ukraine, the Middle East, energy, artificial intelligence, the power of the dollar, and various other subjects. We both reflected on the great history of our nations and the fact that we fought so successfully together in World War II, remembering that Russia lost tens of millions of people, and we, likewise, lost so many. We each talked about the strengths of our respective nations and the great benefit that we will someday have in working together. But first, as we both agreed, we want to stop the millions of deaths." Wow, we both agreed. "We want to stop the millions of deaths." Where is this? Okay. "Taking place in the war with Russia and Ukraine. President Putin even used my very strong campaign motto of common sense." Wow. "We both believe very strongly in it. We agree to work together very closely, including visiting each other's nations. We also have agreed to have our respective teams start negotiations immediately, and we will begin by calling President Zelensky of Ukraine to inform him of the conversation, something which I will be doing right now. I've asked Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Director of the CIA John Ratcliffe, National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, and the Ambassador and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to lead the negotiation, which I feel very strongly about and will be very successful. Millions of people have died in a war that would not have happened if I were president." That's such a powerful line. Yeah. Millions of people have died and it would not have happened if I were president, but it did happen, so it must end. No more lives should be lost. I want to thank President Putin for his time and effort with respect to this call, and for the release yesterday of Mark Fogel, a wonderful man that I personally greeted last night at the White House. I believe this effort will lead to a successful conclusion. Retweet. And yeah, man, he's doing a lot of good things. He's done a lot so far since he's been in office, Rodney. He's doing more good things. And, it looks like that war in Israel and Gaza is over. He just threatened, though, like last night or 2 nights ago, that if they don't release the hostages, all hell will break loose in Gaza. So I don't know if it's going to escalate and just the U.S. is going to get involved. But it looks like all the wars are coming to an end, and all it takes is some strong leadership.
Yeah, there's one way to tank your approval rating. It's to get involved in Gaza with U.S. troops on the ground. Do not do that. I don't know what he's fucking talking about. That's a bad idea. But hopefully we can figure something out over there without sending our guys to die in fucking the Middle East again. So that's terrible. Everything else has been great from Trump. That is bad. So we'll see.
Yep. 100%. Well, that's a show, Rodney. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might be doing a Twitter space a little bit later with your pop. Okay. It is Wednesday, so we got 2 more days of shows, guys. And that's it. Keep bull posting. Keep winning. And BNB memes are hot. Captain BNB is surely leading the charge. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time. See you guys then. Peace.